I'm Carmen Odum. Welcome to the season premiere of Blank Surfaces. We will be celebrating our 20th year on TV in 2019. Hi, I'm Morgan Odum, and I drive the number 17 Junior Mini Cup for Odum's Motorsports. Welcome to the season premiere of Blank Surfaces. This will be our 20th year on television. We will be interviewing Coastal Carolina Mini Cup Series race car driver Carmen Odum, who is the first female track champion at Bobby Watson's Carteret County Speedway.
On this edition of Blank Surfaces, we will be highlighting
13-year-old Carmen Odum and her sister 14-year-old Morgan Odum. Get this, they are Junior Mini Cup Series championship race car drivers for Odum Motorsports. I've got to see this.
Me too.
On this episode, Amber Wright will be interviewing Lee Darnell and Amber Dawn Fox from Perry Ball's new movie, Jailhouse Wedding.
Today we will be interviewing Lee Darnell and Amber Dawn Fox.
Two of the stars of Perry Ball's feature-length comedy, Jailhouse Wedding.
We will be talking about Jessica Lucas, who is 2019 Miss North Carolina International. We will be interviewing Coastal Carolina Mini Cup Series race car driver Morgan Odum. The model and actress Brooke McIntyre will be telling us a little bit more about herself.
Welcome to the new season of Blank Surfaces. My name is Amber Wright and I'm here with
Lee Darnell.
So I heard you're in a new film coming out. It's called Jailhouse Weddings. Can you just give me some inside details about what that is about and what your character is in it?
Sure. Jailhouse Wedding is a comedy, a feature-length comedy filming here in eastern North Carolina. And we started production yesterday, shooting here in my home. It's a lot of fun. It follows my daughter, my oldest daughter, who is pregnant and wanting to go to the courthouse to marry her boyfriend. And it's a comedy of errors. If it can happen, it happens.
Okay.
And my character is odd. Just watch the film and look for the dinner scene. You'll understand.
Okay.
I've never done anything like that before. It's a lot of fun. And the courthouse doesn't work out, so we end up in the jailhouse.
Oh.
But it's a great story. Can't wait for it to get out there.
Well, have you done any other, films or TV shows or anything?
Sure, I've done 17 years worth of film and TV work. Maybe one or two of it was actually good, I'm not sure. But it's carried me all over North Carolina, Virginia, Atlanta, around here and there. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a learning opportunity. Met some of the most amazing people along the way.
Yeah, you tend to do that, especially in that career.
Right.
I heard that your daughter is actually in the film with you. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. She's a natural, and it's amazing to me. She's done a lot of National History Day competitions and Optimist International speaking events and things. So she walks right on set, her very first speaking role, sits down totally at ease and is in character and just rolls with it.
Wow.
I'm like, how did you do that?
I'm impressed.
She's 14 years old and it just blew me away. It's amazing. It's so much fun working with her.
Yeah. I heard she wanted to be a doctor, but then after yesterday, she wants to be an actress now.
Yesterday makes her want to be an actress. Well, acting hasn't made me rich. I'm hoping maybe she'll go back to a doctor one of these days, but whatever makes her happy.
Yeah, she could always do it on as a side show.
Right, exactly. That's what I do. This is my favorite hobby, and I get to be all kinds of people and really enjoy and entertain folks. That's the best hobby out there.
What do you do besides acting?
Actually, I work for the Pitt County, North Carolina Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
I've been a law enforcement officer for 27 years now.
Wow.
And most recently, I've served as a school resource officer and a DARE instructor. I've just transferred over to be our agency's public information officer, where I do interviews like this a lot.
Well, I remember Dare when I was going through school. Could you tell me a little bit about that and how it's changed over the years?
It's been around a long time. Darrell Gates, who was chief in Los Angeles, chief of police back in the early 80s, he said in 82, I think it was, said we've got to do something to teach our kids this is killing them. Mm-hmm. And he came up with the DARE program. And it was all well and good. It spread across the country. And until about 2010, when they realized, this program isn't working. Mm-hmm. The data that they had, the research said, we're doing this wrong. So they put it on hold. Mm-hmm. They involved Arizona State University and Penn State and brought in professional doctorate level educators to examine what curriculum would make the biggest impact for the kids. And now they have educationally sound program. It lasts 10 weeks, mm-hmm. and it covers all kinds of topics. Yes, drugs is part, but smoking, alcohol, bullying. We talk about effective communication, effective listening, which is something that there's not a lot of.
Yeah, anymore. Especially.
We talk about being a good citizen and how to be safe and responsible in life. We help them learn to make the good decision, mm-hmm. whether it's drugs or a dating issue or whatever they face in life. And data says it's working now. The U.S. Surgeon General came out and endorsed the program and awesome. Said, this is what we need. And it's the best thing in the world I've ever done.
That sounds amazing. Well, thank you so much. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Blank Services.
Lowest down payment, low monthly rates. Protective Agency.
For over 60 years, Protective Agency has been offering the lowest price and down payment on quality auto insurance. Look in the white pages for the location nearest you and start saving big. When an accident happens, we're the company that cares.
Lowest down payment, low monthly rates. Just call Protective Agency.
Registers Auto Glass, Wilmington's leading full-service glass shop. We can repair chips, nicks, and cracks in any automobile, anywhere, anytime. Can't come to us, we'll come to you. With our fleet of 7 mobile repair units, our professional installers can tackle any job. Come visit our new location at the corner of Wrightsville Avenue and Dawson Street. With the area's largest full-service glass shop, we are here for all your auto, residential, and commercial glass needs.
So how can I learn more about the DARE program?
Great. The best resource is going to DARE, DARE.org, and that goes to DARE America, which DARE is now international in lots of different countries and across our country. You can Google and look for local programs in your area. Go to your sheriff's office or police department website and see if that's a program they offer.
Okay. So where can we learn more about you personally as an actor?
Fantastic. I do have my own website. I'd love for you to come and look. It's leedarnell.com, and you can find links to my Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all kinds of information there.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. We'll be right back with Blank Services.
Lowest down payment, low monthly rates. Protective Agency.
For over 60 years, Protective Agency has been offering the lowest price and down payment on quality auto insurance. Look in the white pages for the location nearest you and start saving big. When an accident happens, we're the company that cares.
Lowest down payment, low monthly rates. Just call Protective Agency.
Welcome to the new season of Blank Services. I'm Amber Wright, and I'm here with
Amber Dawn Fox.
So I heard that you're in a new movie called Jailhouse Weddings. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. Jailhouse Wedding is a feature-length comedy that I'm in. I play a character named Susan Davis. The story behind that is the writer of it and director, Perry Ball, and I have been friends for years. We started acting kind of around the same time, ran into each other all the time at workshops and this, that, and the other thing. Found out that we only lived an hour and a half away from each other. And eventually, as time went on, he started filming all of my auditions for me. And when he decided to do Jailhouse Wedding, he originally cast me as a smaller character because of my availability at the time. My schedule was crazy. But then Jailhouse Wedding got pushed back a little bit while he decided to edit the script a little bit. And eventually it all worked out. My schedule opened up a little bit and I was cast in a bigger role. And Susan Davis is the mother of the bride in Jailhouse Wedding. And it's a funny story about how our daughter has to get married and decides to do it at the courthouse, even though the parents don't approve. And then all of these crazy adventures happen at the courthouse. And you'll have to see the movie when it comes out because I can't give too much away, but it's just a crazy comedy.
Oh, that's awesome. So you've been acting for how long now?
I started back in 2009 as a background extra. I did things like Under the Dome, Dumb and Dumber 2, Vampire Diaries, the originals, One Tree Hill, all sorts of things while I was in college. I went to a college for accounting. Okay. And then I became an accountant for about 3 years and just wanted to be back on set and didn't want to be doing the accounting thing. And life happened and everything worked out. My husband started his own business and I was able to come back home with the kids, and my mom was helping us out, and we kind of all decided, that this was the time I could actually go for acting full time for the first time. So I started taking acting classes and workshops and auditioning for speaking roles, and I've been doing speaking roles since 2014.
Okay, awesome. Well, I know that you were also on The Walking Dead and you go to some Comic-Con things and stuff, but where else can people learn more about you, get to know more about you?
Sure. So you can check out my IMDb. If you go to IMDb, you just search for Amber Dawn Fox, and I'm on there. And I also have social media, of course. Facebook is Amber Dawn Fox, Instagram is Amber Dawn Fox, and Twitter is Amber Fox 86. But yeah, Walking Dead was absolutely amazing to be a part of. I played Officer Bello in season 5 of Walking Dead. I did 2 episodes back when they were at the hospital for anybody that watches the show with Beth, yes. The Beth scene, I'll say. And
it broke my heart. Okay.
That's how I actually got to start. Yeah, I know that was a very sad episode. But luckily, it gave me the opportunity to start getting invited to Comic-Cons and coming out, and that kind of blew my mind when people were like asking for autographs and stuff, because it was just a featured background role, but it was really prominent. So.
I'm out there now.
Yeah, and my career has Walking Dead actually helped my career a lot. I have people contacting me for auditions and handing roles to me sometimes. Ever since Walking Dead, it kind of just increased, so I'm doing it full time now.
Wow, that's awesome. So your children, are they interested in acting at all or anything?
Yeah, so I have 3 kids. I have 2 daughters, 7 and 12, and I have a 14-year-old son, and we all worked together years and years ago in season 2 of Under the Dome. There was this scene at the end of the season with a big hole, and my daughter was a toddler at the time, and we were out in the woods, so it was not a fun day. It's funny because even as bad as it was still better for me than a 9 to 5.
Yeah. I'm a nanny of 4, so I can imagine how that could have been.
Yeah, they've worked on a few other things since then. My daughter's just a couple of things, but my son's been a featured extra, and he got interested in it for a little while, but then, he's 14 now, so Friends and football have kind of taken up all his time.
Yeah. Well, are you currently in anything else? Have you done any other movies kind of like this before, like a comedy or anything?
I have done a little bit of comedy. I do more drama than comedy. This is probably one of the bigger comedies I've done. I did one other, it's still in editing. It's called Raleigh, I Kinda Like You. And it's kind of a series of different short stories all thrown together as a feature film. And I did the lead role in one of the shorts for that, and that was comedy. I do have a few things coming up. I've been cast in a series called Rising to Power that's filming over by Washington, D.C.
Okay.
I am going to the premiere of that next weekend, actually.
What is that about?
Rising to Power is... I can't really give much away about that one. It's a drama. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a story about the 3 main characters and their different journeys of what they believe power is and how they go for that. And I'm playing a reoccurring character who has not really, there's no information out there about her yet, so I can't really say. But she's a reoccurring character, so watch Rising to Power.
Well, thank you so much. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Blank Surfaces.
Hi, I'm Carmen Odum, the driver of the number 17X Junior Mini Cup for Odum's Motorsports. Me, my sister Morgan, and the Coastal Carolina Mini Cup Series would like to see you at the Piedmont Racing Expo in Raleigh, North Carolina at the State Fairgrounds, January 18th and 19th. For more information about the Coastal Carolina Mini Cup Series, please go to coastalcarolinamcracing.com. Come race with us. Welcome to Blank Surfaces. I'm Morgan Odum, and I'm here with Carmen Odum. Carmen, you're the first ever female track champion at Bobby Watson's Carteret County Speedway. So how do you feel about that? Well, it's really cool to know that I'm the first female to ever win a track championship there, and especially since a lot of people call this one of the best short track in America, and I can't believe that I'm the actual first female, so it's really amazing. Yeah, I know you've won the first race that you ever raced in Junior Mini Cups, you won, so how does it feel to win that and then now win the first ever female track championship at Bobby Watson's Carteret County Speedway? Well, it is really cool because on my first race last year, I started in the back, and then I was either running in the very back or in second place the whole race until like 2 laps before the checkered flag. And the person who was in first place wrecked coming out of turn 4. She hit the wall, and then we had to do a restart, and I just got out far enough where they couldn't run me back down, and then I just got to take home that win. And it was around the same time this year whenever I won the track championship, so it was even really cool whenever that happened. I know it was for you. I have another question for you. What's one thing that you want to upgrade on your car or fix for next year? Well, I'm getting taller and taller each day, hour, minute, whatever. And I'm starting to get where I'm over my roll cage, and I have to be underneath of it, so I hope we can get my seat moved down where I can be under the roll cage and still be comfortable. That's very smart. We don't ever want anything bad to happen. What's your favorite class besides Mini Cup? That's a hard one. I'd have to say either Legends, Mini Stocks, or Late Models, because each of these classes all have a bunch of cars, and everyone knows how to drive, and they all have fast cars, so coming down to the last laps, it's really cool and it gets really interesting. What's your favorite thing about driving? Oh, that's also another hard one. There are so many things about racing that are so cool and fun, but I think my favorite thing about racing is getting the experience of driving and making new friends, family, and it's just, I don't know, there's too many things about it. What's one track that you haven't raced at, one that you want to race at in the upcoming season? There's 2, East Carolina Speedway and Southern National Motorsports Park. I know Southern National has a lot of banking, which I've never raced on before, and I think East Carolina just 2. I've only been there twice, but it looks like a really cool track to drive on. Okay, so now getting into NASCAR, what's your favorite NASCAR driver? Easy, Kyle Larson. What number is Kyle Larson? Number 42. And why do you like him? Well, ever since I started watching NASCAR races, I seen his car, and I was like, wow, he has a really pretty car. And he can drive. He's a good driver. What else? He has a good personality. He's not stuck up. He'll actually talk to you, and yeah. Would you ever want to race on a troval? A roval? A roval. Yeah, I feel like that'd be fun. but I'd hope to do it in my mini cup car. And if you can get it to turn right really good, I'll meet you at the track. So, when would you like to go one-on-one against me and watch me win? And watch you win? Well, as soon as we get down to the track next time, with both of our cars ready as fast as they can be, we can go then. So, what's one thing that you want to accomplish with racing? I want to accomplish going into a bigger class and being known, and also being role models to younger girls who want to start racing, but they don't know if they can or if they'll be brave enough to drive. Okay, well, thank you, Carmen. We will be right back with more Blank Surfaces. Thank you for watching.
My mom and I used to watch fashion shows on television. That got me really interested in the fashion industry. My friends and I did a photo shoot one day. We loved the pictures, so we sent them to agencies. They contacted me back. I've walked in New York Fashion Week for Colors Dresses by Simply Jane. I've walked in Charlotte Fashion Week for Trina Turk, Lily Plitzer, and a few other designers. I'm on Sweetheart Apparel's online clothing. I'm also in the Charlotte Living magazine for their Nordstrom Holiday Edition. We just finished filming the movie Let Go, Let God by Nakia Hamilton. I play the role of Jane. And if you'd like to find out more, you can visit loveentertainment.com. If you'd like to find out more about me, you can visit me on my website, brookemcintyrnc.com. All of my social media links will be linked there, brookemcintyrnc.com.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Carmen Odum, and I am here with
Cody Demers.
So, today I'm going to be asking you questions about legends and racing. When did you first start racing?
Well, I first started racing when I was about 5 years old. I started out on dirt go-karts right here at Highway 24 Raceway in Richlands. And I raced till there for about 3 or 4 years, and then I went into U-cars. I raced mini stocks 1 or 2 times. And I've been in legend car racing big. I've done a little bit of racing since I was about 5 years old, and I'm still in it to this day.
Well, that's like really cool and amazing. So, how did you get associated with legend racing?
Well, it's kind of an odd subject. Brent Irvin, a friend of mine, come to me and asked me about 3 years ago, did I want to start helping him with legend cars? And I was like, you know what, let's do it. We've been a team since 2015, and we're still a team to this day.
So what about the legend motors? Like, I know they have like so many out there, so which one is the best one to get and stuff like that?
Really really a 1250 is not good, a 1200 is not good. Now they have the 13 hog motors. They're an okay motor. Most tracks don't run them because they're so big. All it depends on is the driver. You got a 1250, which is you can get a built or a sealed motor. You got a 1200, which is an open motor. And then you got the 1300 hog motors, which are, illegal. You can't race them. And then they just come out with a new motor this year. It's a FZ09 motor. It's a water-cooled motor. It's got radiator, it's got, you put water in it. Whereas it's a 1250s, they don't have radiators. You know that you have to put fans on them to keep them cool. You know, they have gear, the same linkage, you know, as a motorcycle. No reverse. You know, everything first is up. You know, everything else is down. Your downshifting is everything back down.
So just like a mini cup motor. Where do you race at?
Well, we race a little bit everywhere. We do Southern National Motorsports Park in Kinley, North Carolina. We race at Carteret County Speedway, Bobby Watson's Carteret County Speedway, best track in Eastern North Carolina. I wouldn't race nowhere else over it. You know, you got Wake County. We actually went to Wake County one time last year. Stole the show from them. We ain't been there in 3 years.
Well, that's cool. So how can people get into racing, like legend racing?
Well, all you got to do is you can find somebody that's got a roller chassis, which is no motor, just a body on it, or you can find somebody that's got one race ready. You're looking at spending, you know, from $3,000 to some people selling for $20,000. It all depends on what you want, how you want it, and where you want it.
Well, that's really cool, and thank you for letting me talk to you about this interview.